to the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival. And today, we're actually featuring esports. My name is Odunlami Oluwatosin, aka Scopalo. I have Audacity here with me.
Yes.
You want to just give us a quick recap on things?
So far, we started yesterday, and the games have been really ecstatic. This is the first maiden event of esports in Nigerian Sports Festival as a whole. We started off with EAFC, but the main moved into Street Fighter 6. The games yesterday were really ecstatic, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. And for those who are wondering, because of course, this is the first time that we're getting esports in the national sports
Festival,
competition
yeah.
that we're having right now of this kind of level of prestige as the National Sports Festival. So just doing a quick recap of things that they've gone so far. We've had different states battle it out. It started out with Sphinx playing for Ogun State, and then Delta State represented by Kid. That ended 2-0 in Sphinx's favor. Ogun State qualifying for the next round there. Then we also have Ogun State PJ going up against Chux's. I think he was using maybe the cycle guy at that time. What's his name again? Bison. I think he was using Bison at that time. Playing for Lagos State is probably favored to win this. We'll see how Lagos State does with the expectation. Ria Apprentice also played representing Anambra, and he went up against Imo State's TJ Charles. Then that went into the next round where we had Edo play Ogun. Oshun went against Ondo State. Kogi played Lagos because Lagos advanced. Then Abuja also played against Anambra State. Then just a quick touch on how the rules are going to work. It's a double elimination format tournament that we're having. So each state has 2 chances to stay in the game.
Yeah.
So once you lose twice, you are completely out. When you lose the first time, you drop from the winner's bracket to the loser's bracket. So on the loser side of things, we've also had some progress made there. There was Alhambra playing against the Delta State, and Anambra won that. Then Osun State prevailed over Enugu, and Edo prevailed over Imo State, moving on to the next round, where Anambra prevailed against Kogi State in the losers bracket, and then Ondo prevailed against Edo State in the loser side. And then we now got into today's activities.
Yes, today started off quite strong with Ogun State Sphinx going up against Chooks from Lagos. Unfortunately,
Oh no, it was first Osun State that he
State,
played
actually,
against to qualify
yes.
for the semis earlier on.
yes, unfortunately that was a 3-0 clear Ocean State. Sphinx moved into the semifinals. Then we have Lagos State Chooks versus Abuja Shakespeare. Unfortunately, it was a 3-2, quite a close game actually from both of them. But Chooks was the winner, and he has moved on to the winner semifinals. Then finally, for the loser round, we have Abuja Shakespeare going up against Ondo State Lord Coup. Unfortunately, Ondo State couldn't push out and get a round in, and Shakespeare got it. So now we are...
Yeah, so that's basically what's happened from yesterday up until this morning. And right now, from the progress of activities this morning, we have 3 qualifiers for the semifinal stage already, waiting for the final qualifier for the semifinal stage. On the winner side, we have Osun State represented by Sphinx, and Lagos State's Chooks on the winner side of the semifinals. For the loser side, we already have Abuja's Shakespeare qualified. We are waiting for the outcome of Osun State versus Anambra State to see how that goes. We saw Osun go up against Ogun State earlier on.
Yes, we did.
Ogun State had sent them into the losers bracket.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Osun State against Anambra. Anambra has a very strong representation.
Yes, they
in
do.
Ria Apprentice. He uses Honda, I believe.
He's a legend in the street fighting community, in the fighting game community as a whole. So let's see how he's going to try and get his way out of that losers bracket straight into the winner semifinal.
Yeah, because the moment you lose a single set in the losers bracket, you're out of contention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really quick to go.
Yeah, the stakes are really high right
No
now.
second chances.
in that losers
you can't make
bracket.
any mistakes. You have to be very locked in and just KO your opponents.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. So we basically have a couple of really exciting matches because we have reached the high octane areas of these current edition of the games. So let's see. Let's just do a quick recap. We've gotten some questions earlier from our live audience. We had a question exactly why esports. So esports is, of course, the future of competition. It's fun, it's skill-based, and brings people together no matter where they're from. I personally love it because it creates a space where anyone with talent can shine, and it's exciting to see it. Anyway, we will be right back shortly. We just want to have a quick recap of things, and then we'll come back to you. Welcome back, everybody, to the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival right here in the Rock City, Ogun State. We're currently broadcasting live from the studio in Abuja, the esports section of the games. We're currently in the losers bracket of the, I believe, quarterfinals of the losers bracket right now. You're still here with me, Scopalo.
And
casting
Audacity.
with me, of course, is
Audacity.
Please tell us a little bit about the players right now. We have
Ocean State Juchi going up against Real Apprentice from Anambra State.
yeah, and we've seen Osun State using Ken earlier on. He played a fantastic game, but was just unable to beat Ogun State. Now he's up against Anambra. Let's see how it goes. Anambra taking the very first round of the first game. Oh, Anambra starting off with the bottom bomb. Going with it again. Perfect parry from Osun State. And making sure to turn over with that combo. Pushing that corner pressure. Ooh, unfortunately, I was wondering if he was going to bait and go for anti-air there. I was waiting patiently, but unfortunately, maybe that's what he was doing and he had an input error, I don't know. But you can see Anambra is not taking any chances, burns his meter, and goes in, taking advantage of that. Osun State expecting something to have been pressed. That was so unfortunate. Yeah.
1-0, Anambra takes the first round.
Anambra State taking the lead.
Hopefully Ocean State.
Oh, such reactions from Anambra State. Going in for his bread and butter combo. We've seen Anambra do this. The representative of Anambra is quite known. He's one of the best. Osun State is going to need to find something to get out of the corner.
Think he can, and there we go. He just couldn't leave that corner. The combos kept coming hit after hit after hit.
It was pretty much checkmate. Oh, Osun State, even though he's burnt out, he was still able to keep up that pressure. But Anambra is not having it. He will not be disrespected. Wake up buttons from Anambra State. Wow. You love to see it. Good crossover into the grab from Osun State. Osun State with the standing heavy into the drive rush. Baits it out. The perfect parry isn't well timed exactly. Anambra State isn't going to let that slide. Such beautiful baits from Anambra State.
That might take the round, actually.
Yeah, definitely. And taking this game as well. Anambra is going up.
And just like that, we have Anambra going straight.
This is a best of 5, first to 3. So if Anambra wins the next set of games
They have
and
a
goes
chance.
up 3, then
Yeah.
they win the set. But if Osun State is able to come back, they have a long way to go. Not very long. They just need to win 3 straight games. Let's see how this goes. Each looking for a hit. We've seen Osun State trying the drive impact to get a hit in. He finally gets it in. Unfortunately, Anambra with the perfect parry. Oh, that looks like a cross-up. And finally, you see Osun State has been trying to get that perfect parry. Beautiful shimmy to the grab. Goes for the shimmy again. No anti-air.
He's not
I
falling
thought
for
that
it
he was
anymore.
looking for.
He's not falling for it anymore.
Yeah, I think maybe Anambra has a good read on Osun State right now. Oh, is he converting? He does. He does, and he takes this round.
So much unfortunate from
This
Osun
is match
State.
point for Anambra. If Anambra wins this, they take this set.
They take the set.
Oh my goodness, the drive rush into the command grab, and once again, Osun State trying to get a hit from the drive impact, but Anambra seems to always be ready, always alert, reacting at that split second. You have to understand that these things are done in split seconds. They take these decisions, and you know the execution is not easy.
It's not. And just like that, Anambra 3-0,
Yeah,
they take it. And
yeah.
moving out of the losers bracket as well.
Yeah, exactly. So Anambra stays in the game, but Osun State is out of contention right now.
That's
Might
so
be good to like
unfortunate.
take people through like the mechanics and stuff, so
Sure.
that they know exactly what's happening. So far we've seen a few things used. We've been talking about the drive impact, the drive rush, drive parry system, and all that.
Yes.
I know that there are some people that are new to esports, especially since this is the
The first
introductory
ever
edition
event.
as
Yes,
well.
it is.
Maybe we should give a little bit of information, some background into the mechanics to carry the people along.
Sure
If you could
thing.
have the audacity
Of
to give us
course,
some
of
info.
course, I have the audacity to give you a little bit of terminologies that we here are using in Street Fighter 6. You know, we have he mentioned the drive rush, the drive impact. The drive rush is pretty much just a fast dash that cancels out certain moves from the opponent, and he helps you to extend combos to even apply more damage to your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have the drive parry, of course. From the name alone, it's pretty much absorbing the attack and transferring it back, not allowing yourself to take any damage. And pretty much that's all drive parry is.
Yeah, we saw that being used quite a lot by Anambra State earlier on.
Yes, he
you know,
did.
yeah.
He really used that to his advantage against Osun State. He was looking for an entryway, an opening to pretty much destabilize our very own Anambra State, Rio Apprentice, but it wasn't working. He was on his toes.
Anambra was on his toes. Yeah. So once again, you're welcome to the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival, happening right here live from
Live.
Ogun State. We're currently in the studio in Abeokuta, broadcasting to you. So the game started earlier on, but the esports section of the game started yesterday.
Yes.
And right now we're getting pretty close to the grand finals. So this is the maiden appearance of esports in the sports festival and the games. And so far it's
Partnerships, growth. There's a whole lot that happens in esports, or rather
Yeah.
behind the scenes of esports.
of esports.
Just this event right now, there's a whole lot happening. You know, it's not just the players, there's even the players' management, you know, the coaches, a whole lot. So
Yes, and it's quite admirable to see the games actually representing esports
Yes.
and looking to showcase the talents that they have in their various states to the other parts of the world.
Yes.
And see that, oh yes, this is Nigeria. We're currently in the Abeokuta, capital of Ogun State,
yes, we are.
hosting the games, 22nd edition. And once again, I'm Scupalo, and with me is Audacity,
Yes.
casting for Street Fighter 6 today. We're quite excited to see how this progresses because we've had some very, very high profile matches happen because
Yes,
the
we
players
have.
we have Like these states, they brought out their best. And apparently digging into their pedigree, some of them have actually, played against each other. So some of them are not new to the play style of the other part. So it's been quite interesting to see what kind of game plan they bring in.
So would you say this is more of like more of a competition of mind games, since they already know each other's moves, they know when this person is going to attack, how they react?
Yes, that's for sure. Because as much as in the vein of you choosing who you main, and you have your main character, to truly be prepared for your opponent, you should know what your character, what the opponent of your character, or rather what the character of your opponent can do as well. So at the end of the day, you're not just playing against the character they're using, you're playing against the person behind the controller. Everybody's use of each character is different, Sphinx, even though he's using a rushdown character in Akuma, we've seen how he plays. The last time we saw Ogun State go up against, who was it? Ogun State went up against Osun State, right? Yeah. We saw how he handled that match there. That was Ayoti Juichi playing for Osun State at the time. And we saw how he was using Akuma at that time. So I'm pretty sure by the time we see him playing against Chooks, representing Lagos State, there'll probably be a bit of difference. Because one, it's a different character, it's a different person.
Yes.
And people have different personalities. Some people are quick to press buttons. Some people are very, very patient.
So people like me, being the button smashers that we are.
You keep saying that. But the thing is, your style of play also suits the character you use as well in Jury.
Yes, very poisonous, very vibrant. Even the character herself, the character design,
it kind of suits you.
Really?
You have this calm, I can't hurt you, then, when you get into the match,
gives that vibe. I think Jury gives that vibe.
Yeah, she does too, but Jury is already scary when you're looking at her.
Is she?
Like when you see Jury, you're like, this girl is dangerous. But Aki is like, no.
Sweet little angel.
Sweet Asian, harmless girl.
I can't hurt her fly.
All right, and here we go.
Yes,
Ogun State.
We have things from Ogun State, and we have Chooks representing Lagos City. Let's see.
So this is the winners semi-finals, with Ogun State playing against Lagos State. Whoever wins this qualifies for the finals, but whoever loses is not yet out. Alrighty, I'm just getting my further feed here. This is actually the winners finals, as you can obviously see on the screen as well. And whoever wins this qualifies for the grand finals. This is between Ogun State and Lagos State.
Two very close states, two very powerful players.
Yeah, two very powerful players. I mean, easily top three, both of them. Easily top three in the nation. Lagos State is very, very strong, and so is Ogun State. We've seen Sphinx represent in a lot of tournaments, both locally and internationally.
Yes.
And we've also seen Chook represent both locally and internationally. So Ogun State and Lagos State brought their absolute best for this competition. Ogun State taking I believe this is the first, or is it the second game? We'll have a confirmation and we'll have it for you on screen shortly once we get feedback from our technical team. But right now on the offense is Lagos State, and we'll be seeing the scores very soon. Oh, excellent work from Lagos State, being able to convert that into big damage, and of course taking that round. I was wondering whether that is going to take it or not. Lagos taking this game is going to be something that will be very, very encouraging for Lagos to go into the grand finals, in the winner's side. But of course, Ogun State is not going to just sit down and let that happen without a fight.
Hopefully. Hopefully he won't sit down and take it without a fight. Because from what we're seeing, it might look like a perfect KO unless Ogun State can turn it around.
Yes. Ogun State actually able to manage the part where they were burnt out there. They were in the corner and they were also burnt out, but they managed the neutral game there pretty well so that Lagos State was not able to come in with Bison's onslaught to take that back. Oh, but going for the grab just out of range. Good work from Lagos taking that game. So Lagos State is up 2 games, I believe. 2 games to 0.
2-0.
Yes.
I'm really hoping Ogun State Sphinx can turn this around.
Oh, Lagos is not relenting. He's going like Ogun State is known for their own offense. Ogun State is known to be the one that actually rushes down. Their character is also built for it. But Lagos State is not giving them any chance. Oh my goodness! Lagos State actually decided to walk back there rather than convert. Oh, he was actually burnt out. He couldn't do anything else, so had to stop his
He was
combo
left
there.
vulnerable.
Yeah, Ogun State was not expecting it, unfortunately. Ogun State now on the offense. He needs to bring this back because if Lagos takes this round, Lagos qualifies for the grand finals and Ogun State is going straight to the losers to wait for the losers final round there. Remember, it's double elimination. You have to lose twice to be out of contention. Well, I don't know if that was input error from Lagos State.
I think it might have been actually.
Because it was interesting to see him actually convert and finish that into the OD Cycle Crusher. The bomb is attached. Ogun has to be careful. He falls for it, gets hit. Lagos State keeping his awareness and his reactions on point. Good air to air from Lagos there. Ooh! Chooks is known for punishing you if you press buttons out of range. You will get whip punished.
And he just stuck in
Again,
that
that happens. What is Ogun State doing? It's like Lagos is all in his head. Just doing all sorts of
completely
downloaded.
downloaded. He has downloaded straight into Ogun State.
Very good work
and
from
we're
Lagos
ending
State.
it with 3-0 from Lagos State. Chooks with 3-0. Look at his aura as he's walking out.
Work. He's very happy. He's happy. This kind of happiness is what we want to see.
Yes,
You know,
it
it's what we
is.
want
The
to see.
excitement,
The
in the
excitement.
games.
And you can see the coach for
Ogun
Ogun State
State
actually
Sphinx.
talking to his player there. They're probably going through what happened. It'll be quite interesting to be able to interview these players later and see what exactly happened.
Yeah, go through their mind because you could see that at a point Ogun State pretty much gave up. Mentally, he gave up. It was more of just Chooks from Lagos State beating him down in that corner and he couldn't escape. He couldn't do anything. He was just stuck there.
Yes. From Lagos
Because,
there.
we saw that
Chooks
from time-
is known
part of what
for
we're saying.
punishing
Yeah.
you
Normally
if you
you
press
would
buttons
expect
out of range.
that, Ogun
You
State
will
will
get
be the
whip
one
punished.
putting all this pressure on.
He was just stuck in that
Again,
corner.
that
You could see that
happens.
Lagos
What
will
is Ogun
always
State
leave the
doing?
bomb planted
It's like
and use
Lagos
that to
is
keep him
all in his
stationary.
head. That is such good work.
As you can see in that replay, he has him stuck in that corner. He has no way to come out. You know, even when he had the advantage of burnout, he couldn't seize it to his advantage
He
at all.
couldn't. And
You fall victim as we have
Yeah,
seen in
yeah.
Ogun State.
And so Lagos State has qualified for the grand finals of this maiden appearance of Esports.
You can see him soaking
Today,
in,
Street Fighter
soaking
6.
in the glory over there. Chooks from Lagos State.
Yeah, I mean, he has everything to be happy about. His state is definitely proud of him. Right now, we're seeing Anambra on the seat. I guess they're going to be playing next. But Anambra will be playing against Abuja, I believe. And that will be the losers semi-finals. Whoever wins between Anambra State and Abuja will now play against Sphinx
We'll have the chance.
in the losers final to see who goes to meet with Lagos in the grand finals. It will be interesting if Ogun
Right.
State gets out of this and is still able to get back to the grand final.
But do you think he'll be mentally ready to face
I mean,
Bison
I don't
again?
know. I don't know because he's either going to be playing against Anambra State or Abuja.
Abuja.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Abuja has been playing E Honda. We don't know if he will stick with the same character, but
Yeah.
Anambra as well has been using a Ken, and we saw him as lethal as he was. He was taken down once. He doesn't want to be taken down the second
Again.
time.
Well, let's see how it goes. The games are static over here at the Nigeria Esports Festival, the 22nd edition, actually.
Yes.
You know, the room is static. The players are ready. And we can't wait to see who's going to come out on top.
I mean, I wish you guys could see the arena here from the stream, from the viewership. I wish you could see the arena.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's electric. Everybody here is having so much fun. There's a lot of camaraderie, new
Yes.
friendship being built.
Quite.
And this is what it's all about, right?
Yes, it's it's esports. We're still very much sportsmen. There's still sportsmanship even in esports, not just regular sports as well. So let's see how it goes. I'm quite excited, and I want to see how they are going to try and fight it out in the losers brackets. I want to
Yes,
see.
yes. That losers bracket, in fact, that losers bracket has been a serious slugfest. Once again, it's
Really?
double elimination. So you are not out until you lose twice.
Yes.
So once you lose the first time, you go into the losers bracket and try to stay in contention. So now it means when you get to the grand final, somebody has not lost at all, and the other party has lost once.
Yes.
So it means the person that gets to the grand finals from the winner's side gets there with a massive advantage.
A very big one as well. Even just sitting on that, that excitement and high rise. That high rise of just, knowing that you're undefeated pretty much. You have been soaring through in your winners category.
Yeah.
You're right now. I feel like Chooks is feeling on top of the world. Everyone around him is pretty much praising him for his moves and his combos.
Yes,
Lagos
yes,
State
yes.
is definitely coming out on top. I'm more excited to see Lagos State win. I don't know who you're excited to
Really?
see.
I thought you'd be okay because your state is not represented yet.
it's
Make sure your
not
state
River
comes
State,
in later.
So I want to see Lagos State definitely take
Yes.
up first place.
Lagos State has done a fantastic job so far.
Yes, they have.
Keeping the advantage of the winner's side. Let's see if he's able to keep it all the way to the end. But we've seen Anambra, Delta, Ondo, Enugu, and then Edo and Imo State, struggling through this losers bracket. So far, what we have left in the losers bracket is Anambra, Abuja, and Ogun State that are left in the losers bracket. So Ogun State is waiting in the losers final section. He has already qualified for the losers final.
Yes,
so right
he
now,
has.
we have for the losers semifinals.
We have Anambra, representing Anambra is Rio Apprentice, and we have from Abuja, Shakestar. Let's see how this is going to match out.
The game is already on the way. We have Anambra playing from the left side of the screen using E Honda, and Abuja, represented by Shakestar, is playing from the right side of the corner using Ken.
Let's see if Rio Apprentice is going to cook down his Honda skills just like he did before with Osun State.
Yeah,
GQ.
Anambra has a very unorthodox way of using E Honda. He tends to do things that you don't expect from the normal E Honda flow chart.
Quite.
He's a lab monster. He stays in practice quite a lot. Both of them, in fact, there are some people that came for this tournament that are very well known in the community to do a lot of research to find different kind of setups they can use.
Yeah, constantly researching, constantly checking patch notes, seeing what little trick they can use for their own benefit as well.
Oh, beautiful work there from Abuja. Oh, he goes for the setup. Anambra doesn't fall for the grab. And that's what we were seeing earlier that Osun State was trying to do earlier, but I was saying there was no anti-air following. So now we're actually seeing that Abuja is doing exactly the same thing, trying to bait Anambra and getting the anti-air. It didn't seem to help so far, but Anambra still won that round. Anambra seemed surprised that he was able to get that hit.
Yes,
So,
it's quite
just as we are.
shocked. Oh, Anambra is putting in some mind games over there, staring down the camera itself, letting his opponent know I'm here and I'm in your head.
Oh, Abuja expecting buttons to be pressed, and he went with the OD Shuriken there. Unfortunately, Anambra was able to anticipate that and bait it out correctly, punishing correctly as well. However, Abuja is still under pressure. Very good anti-air. He goes for the drive rush wide so that he by Anambra, and he reacted correctly, keeping that pressure on in the corner with the dash up jab into the grab to take the round. What masterful play from Abuja. Abuja starting off with the pressure and already has corner advantage. Audacity like this is insane.
Do you think Anambra's rear apprentice is going to be able to break out? Because from what we're seeing, it seems like Abuja has definitely woken up.
That looks to be the case because again with the drive rush cancel out of the low medium, converting correctly into the super art
And he takes
to
this
take
round.
this round and the game. So that's 1-1, I believe, in the set.
Abuja
We've just seen an
equalizing.
update on the screen.
Abuja equalizing with, Anambra State. This is turning out to be a very tough game.
Are we going to see a change of characters? Mind games in esports is where it's at.
Right.
Even on the character select screen, this is part of how the game works. You understand?
Yes.
Because right now it looks like Ria Apprentice might be switching to Zangief and not go to Honda. Oh, he's going back to Honda. Oh, by the way,
Is he having
part of
a-
the rules, you can't change your character if you won. So in this round, Shakespeare representing Abuja actually won that one. So Ria Apprentice was trying to look and see maybe he could do a character pick that could counter his own character with some kind of advantage. He's had some time to watch how he plays. He will want to counter pick for the counter play.
But I guess he didn't go through with the new character selection. He's staying with Honda. He wants to see if he can get this win with Honda.
But that's the thing with mind games. Just going there to show Abuja that he has that character in the pocket will actually make Abuja want to make different decisions, maybe hide some things, just in case he decides to go in. Remember, it's a best of 5 games, best 3. So Abuja still has a long way to go, and so does Anambra. It's 1-1 right now.
It's any man's game.
It's any man's game
Any
still.
man's game.
So each time a state loses, they actually have a chance to pick a character. In every set, a set is the series of matches they play, so we'll find a winner. And we have a best of 5 matches, so that means first to win 3 games in that set.
Okay. What do you think your predictions are, knowing how strong Rare Apprentice is with Honda and knowing how good Shakespeare is with his Ken? How do you think this match might actually play out?
I mean, Abuja is no child in the business of esports, especially in Street Fighter 6. Abuja's representative is a very strong player, easily top 5 in the entire nation. Anambra as well is same, easily top 5 in the entire nation. He's using a character that is, that's Anambra, he's using a character that is seen as relatively weak in the game. But Anambra has been able to take that character to the highest level
But
of
right
play.
now we're on a 2-1, so let's see if he's going to still stick with
so-
Honda or make that switch.
Even though Abuja has gone up and he's using one of the stronger characters or character set to be the stronger in the franchise, it's still no indication of who's going to win this. I really don't know who's going to take this. Look at that pressure. Excellent work from Anambra. Perfect parrying that correctly, but unfortunately it was not enough. Getting perfected by Abuja. Good job from Anambra. This is where the mind game comes. When they drive rush, you don't know if they are going low or they are going high.
You don't know if they're going to use any levels or not.
That's the perfect parry you were talking about earlier. Ogun State using it correctly. E-Honda is a character that actually, it's easy to play him if you know how to perfect parry his offensive moves.
I heard he's a drive finisher. Is that true?
Yes, he has so many tools to chip you out. The headbutt is very, very safe. You know, especially when it doesn't do the OD version of it. You can't punish it. You know, so you have to watch out. But if you block it, it chips your drive meter out very easily.
So you have to be very careful playing against someone who is good on Honda.
Yes, you don't want him to start his offense. See that? Abuja recognizing that and just going straight using his drive meter to get him off him. Oh, beautiful work from Abuja. That's what we were talking about with the anti-air earlier. Looking for a way to get Anambra to jump and react with that anti-air.
He's baiting him and he's falling for the bait every time, leaving Abuja with 3-1 up against Anambra.
Yeah,
What
so
a game.
Abuja advancing there, not easily
Not
over
easily.
Anambra State.
Surprisingly, Anambra Prentice was really sticking there in the first couple of rounds. He had
Yes.
first round on lock, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to apply the pressure throughout and leaving Abuja Shakespeare as the winner for that round.
I mean, what we're watching now is the highest level of play. We're currently in the qualifiers for the losers round right now. Air from Lagos there. Ooh, Chooks is known for a match we saw earlier between I believe that was Lagos and
Versus Ogun State.
Yeah, we
Yes.
saw that earlier on, and that's how Lagos qualified for the grand finals. So
Yes.
right now, we just saw the match between Abuja and Anambra, where Anambra won that 3-1. The next match is going to be the losers final match.
Yes.
That's going to be between Ogun State and Abuja.
We just saw Abuja play right now. Shakespeare, he was strong on his Ken focus, was able to handle the anti-air, was able to handle the parries. He had a pretty much great game. Is he going to carry that momentum into this one with Finks now? Let's see.
Now we're going to see something interesting. I think we might be seeing Ken versus Akuma, because we've already seen Abuja's Shakespeare using Ken earlier. I mean, he just played against Anambra's Real Apprentice,
Yes.
where he won. But we've also seen Ogun State's representative, which is Sphinx. We actually saw him playing Akuma.
Yes, earlier.
So we will be seeing Ken versus Akuma, because we also know that Ogun State uses Sphinx, uses a jury.
Jury,
your
my
character.
Well, let's see some replays
So yeah, that's what we
from
might
our
see earlier
games.
that Osun State was trying to do earlier. After match
Yeah.
we saw between Anambra and Abuja, so now we're actually seeing that Abuja is doing exactly the same thing, the match, trying to beat Anambra and getting the anti-air.
When he was on fire in round one, unfortunately,
However, Abuja
we can
still
see
on the
here.
pressure. Very good anti-air. He goes for the drive rush right so that he can react to any buttons pressed by Anambra, and he reacted correctly, keeping that pressure on in the corner with the dash up jab into the grab.
Right
Abuja has
decision
definitely
after
woken up.
the other.
He put him in that corner and he
looks
couldn't
to be the
escape.
case. Yeah,
Constantly
again with
making
the
those
drive
combos, making those plays.
rush
And
cancel
unfortunately,
out
Anambra's
of the
Real
low
Apprentice
medium,
couldn't handle it
converting
at all.
correctly into the super
And
art.
the thing
And
is,
he
you
takes
know,
this
Take
round.
this
even
round.
even though we had
His
Abuja
offensive.
going in like that,
I heard he's a
one has to
right
realize
finisher.
that
Is that
Anambra
true?
could have actually
Yes.
woken up.
He has
with
so many
moves
tools
that would
chip
have
you
been
out.
invincible.
The
But
headbutts
it
is
will
very,
put
very
him in
sick.
a very, very tight
Especially
spot,
when he
because
doesn't do the
if
OD version
Abuja
of it.
decides to
He
block
can't
and not
punish
press
it.
buttons, he's going
Okay,
to
that's what
punish
we're seeing
severely.
earlier,
So it
that
means Abuja was
Osun
really
State was trying to do earlier, but I was
Yeah.
saying
to be able
there was no
to
anti-air
stack up the
following.
mental,
So now we're actually
energy
seeing that
of their
Abuja
opponent.
is doing
And
exactly
that-
the same
that
thing,
basically gave him
trying
the
to
round.
bait
And ultimately,
Anambra and getting the
Yeah, he
anti-air.
won the game of
It
mind.
didn't seem to help
First
so
before
far.
winning the game of
Anambra still-
Street Fighter
Yes,
6.
yes.
Unfortunately, you have to have your mind right for this type of game. Fighting games, you have to lock in mentally. Well,
I mean, right now we have our players ready.
yes, we are ready for our losers bracket right now. Ogun State Sphinx versus Abuja Shakespeare. Let's see how this game is going to roll out.
So it looks like we're going to have Akuma versus Ken. Okay. I mean, maybe we'll have a switch later. I don't know. But Akuma is definitely a better matchup against Ken. So I'm expecting that Abuja is going to stick to Ken though, because Ken is the only character we've seen him use is his main character.
He has definitely perfected the act of Ken. He
And
has.
Ogun State might stay with Akuma even if he gets the chance to pick, because I think Akuma might be a better character for him, especially against Ken. Oh, I'm sure Abuja did not expect that wake-up DP, because he would have expected it's not a good decision, considering that meant Ogun State would be burnt out and be susceptible to chip damage, which is how
He
Abuja eventually took
Took
that
the
match.
round, yes. He had just a little bit of health left, and he wanted to be on the offense right there, and he paid the price for it, being burnt out, being vulnerable. Abuja took the hit on him.
Good work from Abuja. Continuing the pressure, gets the overhead. It's a counter hit, so he continues it correctly. Beautiful work, jailing him there with the wall splat drive impact.
Seems like Abuja Shakespeare can't be followed. He can't be tamed. He can't be controlled. He is really on his grind today. He has completely entered the mind of Finks, and he's working him through. Let's see if Finks can break through that mind games that he's stuck in and deliver it back to Abuja. Let's see Ogun State win this round.
Yeah, and of course, once again, this is the losers' finals between Ogun State and Abuja. The losers' finals. Remember, it's a double elimination format, so they
Yes,
have
it
to lose
is.
twice. Whoever wins this goes on to the grand finals, face off against Lagos State.
They have that chance. The pressure is definitely on, as we can see, trading in blows left and right.
Good perfect parry from Ogun State. From Abuja there. Ogun State fighting for his life out of the corner. Excellent decisions. Both of them burnt out. It was simply a matter of who pushed the correct button, and it happened to be Abuja.
Unfortunately, Abuja is definitely closing in on those mishaps. He's definitely taking advantage of any
Yes.
opening he can see. Any mistake Finks is making from Ogun State, he's definitely punishing them.
Oh, we're just gonna walk up and grab now. What confidence from Ogun State. Oh, Ogun State not successful with their punish there. Beautiful work. Interception from Ogun State. Dashes up with the Oki. Excellent work. Predicting the backward jump, but dropping his combo. Abuja drive rush to the heavy. Unable to make anything happen from that, and Ogun State punishing correctly. for
Although
that
he,
mistake.
he didn't finish off his combo, he still got the kill. He still got the round, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, opting for the drive impact he wasn't going to guess. Beautiful reactions from Abuja. Oh, side switch combos. Take all the health that you can. He goes for damage. He goes for high damage. He still has the offensive advantage. Oh my goodness. What reactions from Ogun State. Beautiful work. But Abuja is not having any of this. And State, oh my goodness.
Abuja shut him down.
He was completely jailed.
He was completely shut down. Where are the keys? This man is in prison. We need to break him out.
Just couldn't do anything.
couldn't
We're
do a
seeing some
single thing.
high levels of microsecond reactions from this.
Abuja's timing is crazy. He worked on his attention very,
I mean,
very fast.
Let's keep in mind that the clock of this game runs at 1/60th of a second. So there are moves that you have to make decisions at split seconds, like 2/60th of a second to take the decision, take the action, and make sure the action you've taken is the correct one. It's
And-
truly amazing to
And
these
hopefully
guys.
not have any
see these
input
guys.
error. And hopefully not have any input error.
Yes! Look at that. That is such... That, like, he was close to winning. So he
was.
went for a longer, easier combo that is very difficult to miss.
Yes.
So that way he can guarantee his win. Good job. Ogun State following up there with the Oki. So he had the advantage, so he could follow up. Good job. following up with the drive impact. Oh, successful shimmy from Ogun State. The walk back, you know, when you bait your opponent like you're about to press a button and
Yes.
you walk back, that's essentially the shimmy. It's such a powerful mini game within this tournament. We've seen a lot of players incorporate it into their gameplay.
It's a safe. I think it's a very safe defensive, move. When
A
you
defensive, offensive
offensive
move.
move. Yeah, when you're not too sure, you want to be safe. You don't know
Yes.
if your opponent is brave enough to take that opening. So
Yes.
you just have to, do a little shimmy back to see.
I like where your mind was at there, because you're basically walking into a defensive posture
Yes, you
while
are.
you are planning an offense.
Yeah.
So if your opponent decides to react, you can just punish him for reacting
Pretty
at the wrong
much,
time.
the ball is in your court when you handle that
Ogun
successfully.
State correctly reading the actions of Abuja and intercepting with the level 3. Beautiful work
And we see
from
Ogun
Ogun
State.
State. 2 games to 1. And qualify for the grand finals. Oh, Abuja unable to convert that crouching medium. I guess we were not expecting it to get.
The tensions are definitely high right now, even for the crowd itself. The energy in the room is through the roof. Everybody is waiting to see who is going to make it out of this room.
Squaring up their teammates. Oh my goodness! Such good decision making there. Good at here with Abuja State very consistent in keeping his airwaves clear and not letting any kind of unnecessary attack come at him from the air. Ogun State has had to adapt and try to fight more from the ground and not go up in the air. But Abuja
Definitely.
seems to always be ready for that.
I think Ogun State Sphinx has definitely adapted to Ken's style. Definitely think that his opponent will not be any mistakes. He's definitely being more cautious, but being still aggressive and throwing punches. The time is ticking and this is last shot.
Excellent work from Abuja. We were just talking about his proficiency with anti-airs. You can't stop in on him anyhow. Okay, looks like Ogun State learned something, but Abuja doing unto his enemies what his enemies did unto him earlier with that insane reaction.
But it's not going to be enough to win him the round, so let's see how it goes.
Let's see if it's enough though, because at the end he still has the offense. Abuja converting that into a win, going into the final round of this match. Beautiful work. I hope we're able to see that in the replay later on. That was beautiful. Oh, the side switch combo so that he can keep him in the corner. Instantly takes advantage of that corner.
Instantly. He wasted no time with that twice.
Yeah, went straight for the crouching medium. A very good button, one of the best buttons that Ken has in his arsenal. And Abuja recognizing the best opportunity to use it there, especially when he had already stacked his opponent's mind with so much offense. Oh, what timing there. It was a frontside hit. So Abuja moving forward over Ogun State. Ogun fought for their lives, but just couldn't
They
stay
really
in
did.
it.
It was a 3-1 match. Ogun State really was trying to adapt to Ken's anti-air, but it was not working at all. Shakespeare was punishing every wrong move he made, and it seems like Shakespeare is now the master of Ken. I think we should call him the master of
I
Ken.
mean, Ken Masters
Ken
seems to be mastered by
Yes.
Shakespeare.
Definitely.
But congratulations to Abuja anyway, because
Yes.
that was the losers final, because it means they take the 3rd position on the podium. Take the action and make sure the action you've taken is the correct one. Who takes gold? Who takes silver into the grand finals and looking to get first place in this maiden appearance of Street Fighter 6 for esports?
The whole room very much so confused, excited, and sad about the last round.
Yeah.
It's quite unfortunate that Ogun State Sphinx was knocked off his chance, in getting into the winners bracket and
Yes.
possibly advancing into the grand finals. It's unfortunate, but we just had the better player at this moment, which was Abuja Shakespeare.
I mean, where there are winners, there has to be losers.
Unfortunately.
Or there has to be those who didn't win.
Which is-
But we don't have a final champion yet.
Yes,
We're going
we
to
don't.
crown our champion after the next matchup. And Lagos State sitting in a comfortable winner's position in this grand final.
Very comfortable, very, very so. Tricks is from Lagos is comfortable and he's ready.
He hasn't
Take
lost
on.
a single set.
Not even a single one. I would be scared against him, to be honest. I would be nervous. I think the mind games would already have started for me. Knowing the experience against him who
Yes.
hasn't lost once. Let's see how the is going to, handle.
I mean, so far, it seems to be very well. He has the light lead right now. Abuja is still using Ken Masters, who we've seen him use from the beginning, played by Shakespeare. Then we have Lagos using Mai from the left-hand side of your screen. I believe he's used Mai since yesterday as well when the tournament started.
Yes,
And it's done very well for him to get into the grand final.
But from what I've seen, Maya is actually a very strong pick right now in the fighting community. A lot of people in the tournament side are using her, surprisingly.
Yes, Mai is the most recent addition to the series. We have a new character coming in very soon in Elena. Going to join the cast very soon. It was announced by the developer recently. We look forward to seeing how she will fare and the people that will use her. So this new addition to the franchise was picked up by the Lagos State's representative in Chooks, and he's done very, very well with her so far. However, right now, we have Shakespeare from Abuja in the losers bracket. And like we said earlier,
Yeah.
it's double elimination. Shakespeare cannot afford to lose any set. This is the
He really
grand
can't.
finals. It's a best of 5 matches, first to 3 that they're going to play. So each set is first to 3. Chooks, on the other hand, is getting here from the winner's side, so he has the luxury of losing one of those
Yes, he
sets.
does.
But if he wins the first set of first to 3, he takes the entire tournament. He's sitting in a very, very,
Very
comfortable position now.
Really, he really is sitting in a very comfortable
And I'm
position.
sure that was Lagos State's strategy all along to try and keep this advantage. That keeps their player calm. You know, the coaches must have really drilled into him to put out everything he's got from the beginning and leave nothing on the table so that he can have that calm confidence in the grand final. You don't want your nerves to get the better of you in this stage of play. But as you can see, the Shakespeare is not shaken at all, taking every opportunity to stay in contention. Oh my goodness, that was masterfully played.
This guy is on a roll, even with the character swap from Lagos Chips, he still was able to take it back. That is unbelievable.
Beautiful work from Abuja. Abuja is just look at that. He's been so consistent with the anti-air. Whether you try to jump over to swap sides or you try to jump at him at an awkward position, he's been very, very consistent in stopping them.
Yes, any character that wants to fly, he's prepared.
Yes.
To bring you back down and punish you for it.
And moreover, when they try to bait him, like just jump slightly out of the range of his anti-air move, he's able to recognize it, use the right anti-air button just like you saw now, being able to use that standing heavy punch instead of the DP. That is such good play from the Shakespeare. And it's 2-0. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare
Good
is
work.
definitely on the roll. You know what I was saying?
Chooks is not looking phased, but he's looking a little worried, I think. I don't know.
A little bit worried.
And he's changed his character. He went to JP. He's actually the first character he picked up when the game came out before he now went on to start using Mike.
Let's see if this character swap is going to be to his advantage or disadvantage.
As the Shakespeare shaking fear into the Lord of Street Fighter so far, because up until this point, we haven't seen Lagos State lose. But right now, Shakespeare is on the verge of giving Lagos State its first defeat in this first appearance, of esports in the Nigeria Sports Festival. This is going to be unprecedented. Remember, Chooks is coming in here on the winner side of the bracket. And that's what we were talking about earlier, that for Abuja. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals of your 22nd edition of the Nigeria Sports Festival, featuring the esports section, and we're currently watching Street Fighter 6. Esports is currently represented not only by Street Fighter 6, but also by EAFC 24. We're going to see that right after these games finish with Street Fighter 6. Right now, we're watching Lagos State playing from the left-hand side, used by Chooks, currently playing JP. And the right-hand side is Abuja, played by Shakespeare, using Ken. Oh, beautiful crouching medium, followed up into the run. Oh, the Shoryuken blowing in through. These characters know their matchup. Good work from Chooks, intercepting there. He uses the level 3 straight up. Burns out Abuja, meaning Abuja is going to take chip damage every time they block a special move. Oh, Lagos is looking to push him close to the corner to get that DZ, but Abuja defending correctly, using the fireball there. Lagos putting up a portal, and unfortunately for Lagos State, Abuja resets the bracket 3-0. Lagos State has not lost any set since they entered this tournament. And Abuja comes and says, bros.
Abuja straight
Bros.
from the losers bracket, straight from the losers bracket, already on that roll, already on that momentum of destroying all his opponents. And now we have seen him,
Wow.
take down Lagos State Chooks, who was undefeated, by the way. Undefeated on his own throne, and now he has been knocked off. But that's not the end, though. That's not the end. We do not have our winner just yet. Let's see how it's going to play out.
This is amazing. This is amazing stuff. There's so much electricity, so much energy in the room right now. I don't even understand what is happening. I mean, oh my goodness. That was fantastic to see how that match went down. I mean, Chooks tried to come back. He
really
switched
did.
characters.
3
He played the
times.
mind games. He did the counter pick. None of it worked.
Unfortunately for him, Shakespeare from Abuja was just way too prepared. He's way too focused right now. He's in the zone and nothing is going to take him out of it. He came straight from losers bracket, completely focused on getting out, and now he has reset the grand finals.
I mean, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So we only have one more set of first to 3, a
Yes,
best
we
of
do.
5, and then we know our grand champion.
Who is it going to be?
Woo!
Abuja's Shakespeare or Lagos State's Chooks? We'll
This is
find out
crazy.
soon.
So once again, you are here with us on the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival, hosted right here in Ogun State. We're currently broadcasting live from the studio in Abeokuta.
Yes, live from Abeokuta.
It's been quite enjoyable, and the culture has been shown all over the place. We've been enjoying the dishes.
Yes, we have.
Within the state. I mean, the people of Abeokuta have been really fantastic.
Very hospitable.
Yeah,
very,
yeah,
very.
yeah. And they have their take on everything. And of course, there's the merch. Don't forget the merch. Like, I had some really nice bands with the games logo on it.
I need to
you
get
know.
me some.
I
How come
mean,
don't
let me
have
flex
any?
on you
I
now.
don't
It's
have
not
any. I
just
only
the
have a
shirt.
shirt.
Two of
I don't
us
have
might be
any
wearing the shirt,
band.
but me, I have the.
Okay, don't worry. I'm going to get mine soon. You
No,
guys,
there's a
don't
lot.
worry.
You
I'm
have
going to get mine
caps, you have
soon.
some straw hats, they have jewelry,
You have
earrings.
umbrellas,
Yeah,
even
umbrellas
tote
too.
bags, fanny packs. There's a whole lot that is accompanied with this 22nd edition of the Nigerian Sports Festival.
Yeah, so whether you're a participant, you're a member of the team, like the coach, or you're just an attendee watching the game, there's something for everybody to enjoy in and out of the activity. And right now, we're in the final set of the grand finals between Abuja and Lagos State. Lagos State has gone to M. Bison, and Abuja is playing Ken. Abuja staying with Ken. Obviously, Ken has worked for them from the onset. So we don't know if we're going to see a switch, yes or not. but it's looking like Lagos State is sticking to M Bison, and Abuja is going to be using Ken. That's what it's looking like so far, unless we get a change. Abuja is not allowed to change because they won the last set,
Yes.
but Lagos can certainly change. Oh, it's a bracket reset, so we're just starting a new set.
So they can change if they want to, actually.
yeah, both of them
Abuja
can change at
definitely
this
change,
point.
but I don't think he's going to. I think he's feeling the momentum with Ken, and he's sticking with it. He's not changing.
Yeah, you're right. The previous one was a button check, so they're ready to roll. Oh, the drive rush low converts it correctly. He still has OP, gets the hit. Yes, Shakespeare was looking to intercept before the bomb goes up. Unfortunately for him, he
able
just
to.
goes for the meeting. Good anti-air from Chooks. These two characters are very good at keeping opponents out of the air, and the three players representing their respective states are pretty good at using their options as well. Oh, Chooks is now looking very good. Unfortunately, Shakespeare gets him into the corner. Abuja unable to continue that because Abuja knows that his character is very good when he gets his opponents in the corner like that.
Abuja can do that and put him straight into that corner.
Good job from Abuja with the run, cancel into the grab, goes for the G right, doesn't do anything afterwards. Oh, this time it goes low. Lagos predicts incorrectly. Oh, good back dash from Abuja with the counter hit drive rush into the heavy, converts it into full damage. He has Oki, goes for the overhead with the back dash. Oh my goodness, that was insane. Lagos needs to find an answer to Abuja because right now, Abuja, the heart of Nigeria, is lighting the hearts of the audience right now in flames with his flaming heavy Shoryuken. My goodness, we don't even know how this is going to end yet because this is only the first game of the final set of the grand finals of this 22nd edition. Maiden appearance of Esports represented by Street Fighter right here in Ogun State. Good job from Abuja with the conversion.
That's a lot of damage taken off. So hopefully he can follow through and get this round in the bag.
Oh, the neutral gameplay is so... I'm quite interested to see the kind of training that they do to be able to intercept and counter in someone with a standing light punch. The kind of reactions that requires and the presence of mind to be able to do. Lagos State, however, here taking a lot of damage off of Abuja. My goodness! What kind of reactions are these?
Abuja was still able to recover even at the like literally under a split second.
Wow!
Under a split second. Lagos Chooks was able to have closed the round. but
By the way,
Abuja
the
took
scores
complete
are
advantage of
actually
it.
in total 4 games to nil because Abuja and Lagos had to swap sides. That is customary in these games
Yes.
when the bracket gets reset. So they have to like swap sides. That's what they've done. So just audience, please make sure you keep an eye on the score line that you see in a heads-up display at the top left and right of your screen. So for this final set, it's 1 game to nil. Abuja is up, which brings it a total of 4 straight wins in this grand final for Abuja so far.
Abuja is looking very good from where he's at, but let's see if he's going to be able to close it in and take this round.
Lagos unable to take advantage of Abuja cornering themselves, but Abuja instead pushing Lagos back into the corner. Abuja with a hit, dash up grab. 1 more hit could end this. If he converts it, he has the meter to do it. 1 more touch. Lagos not looking to get owned just like that. Takes corner pressure. Oh no! Oh no! I think Lagos, when they did the drive rush into grab there, they were looking for something else because it was looking to bait Abuja maybe with a wake-up EXPC.
I saw that, but unfortunately he didn't take it.
Yes.
Abuja did not fall for it at all. He's on his feet.
Abuja is so aggressive yet so tough.
Yes.
Look at that interception. His anti-air has been flawless throughout this tournament. How is he able to react so quickly? Beautiful work. Burning out Lagos. This might actually take this round, and it does. Wow! That's 2-0.
That's 6-0. If we're
No,
going to-
5.
5, yes, 5.
5 in total.
We add everything up.
2-0 in this set. 5 so far in this grand finals.
And we see a character change. Is he going to change and stay on May, or is he going to change back to that? Let's see.
And Chooks had not lost anything from the get-go initially.
And now we have seen him just lose 2 rounds, unfortunately, to Abuja Shakespeare.
Funny enough, though, it was the same Lagos that had earlier sent Abuja to the losers bracket. That happened in the winners finals. So actually, Lagos prevailed over Abuja to get into the grand finals. Abuja had to go into the losers bracket, fight their way back into the grand finals.
And fight his way back, he did.
And they cannot lose. So he's going all out to have his revenge. His revenge is set so far. He's reset the bracket already. If he wins this last game, he takes the entirety of the tournament and becomes our first Street Fighter 6 champion of the National Sports Festival Esports Edition.
But let's see if Lagos is going to stop that victory from happening right now with his change to May. Let's see.
I mean, Lagos has been unable to stay put on one character. Lagos has gone to mine now, trying to see if something will happen. But as you can see, it hasn't helped so far. And Abuja is sitting at match point, set point, game point, tournament point. If Abuja wins this, they take the entire tournament.
Let's see if
Lagos
can
has
do
a
something.
long way to come back right now.
But you know,
Successful hit.
fighting games is very unpredictable. Anything
Never
can happen.
done yet.
Anything can happen. Let's see if Chooks from Lagos can take a change and put Ken in his place.
The patience from Abuja, though. The patience from Abuja. My goodness, catching that and checking that dash. Also converting it with the drive rush to be able to get more damage, get himself away from the corner as well, while he still stays at an advantage to keep his offense. Now he has corner advantage with the pressure, but still being very mindful of his attack. Oh, so the reaction to intercept that. He's burnt out, but he stays active. Will he convert this? It does.
He does.
Secures the win with the level 3. No point skipping the meter. I mean, he's so far down now. He needs to get any win he can get.
But then he's going to be starting the next round with nothing, no level whatsoever.
Yes.
But let's see how that's going to go. Let's see if Lagos Chooks can still come back and be in a fighting chance for the grand final winner title.
The fireballs are actually very good against Mike because our fans get knocked off by the fireball. So expect to see a lot more fireballs on the screen for this matchup. Once again, Shakespeare, presence of mind to dash forward into the DP, following up with another interception that is leading to this onslaught of pressure from Abuja, looking to take this tournament. If he gets the next hit, converts it with the drive rush, he's going to take this tournament. So Chooks needs to be careful. Unfortunately, Shakespeare intercepting that with the crouching light punch. Exactly what I said. Converting it with the drive rush and taking the championship. Oh my goodness! Shakespeare from Abuja, taking your maiden edition. Abuja, he's your champion, ladies and gentlemen. He is majestic. He is looking like a lord. He's the king.
Look at
He's
him.
finding himself.
I
I
mean,
mean,
through him.
Lagos State tried but just couldn't do it.
The master
And
of Ken.
Abuja, wow, the audacity.
The audacity. He took my name and he played it out straight from losers bracket into the grand finals and winning it all. The same Lagos Chooks that took him out of the running, he took him back
I mean,
and won the game.
so this is beautiful. This is one of those never give up
Yes,
moments.
it is,
Chooks
definitely.
beat him convincingly the first time Lagos State met Abuja.
It was a
Lagos
3-0.
Yes.
3-0. And now look at how the table.
Let me just confirm that from the records from the umpires, because it was a pretty convincing win. Yes, you're right. You're right,
It was a
audacity.
clear win from the get-go.
3-0.
But it seems as if Shakespeare had some revenge in him, and he said, no, vengeance is mine, and he cleared through Chooks and won himself the prize.
So that's what
an
they say,
amazing
kids.
win.
It's never over. Just because you lost once doesn't mean you are out. You
Yes.
can still come back. Shakespeare for Abuja lost to Lagos in the winners finals section of the tournament, but somehow was able to keep their composure and come back into it. And now in the grand finals, he was
Wow.
able to win every single set. 6 straight wins after losing to Lagos
It's
earlier.
unbelievable. Now
I
let's take
mean-
some look at some of his amazing moves.
And we have a
the
replay
previous
on
games.
our screen right now where we have Chooks basically went through everything. Lagos used them Bison. He used Mai, and he used all his 3 characters.
All his 3 characters actually.
Yeah, he used JP,
Honda,
he used them Bison,
Yes.
and he used Mai. This was when Shakespeare was able to reset the brackets.
Unfortunately, we thought the character
Wake up
changes
DP
still
from
wasn't
Shakespeare.
enough.
He was not playing. Shakespeare had the mind, the presence of mind. He stayed composed, he stayed calm, and reacted convincingly every time.
Yes.
It was like he had a read on everything, but they were crazy
He was in
reactions.
control. He was in complete control of the airspace. Nobody was able to do anything in the air when he was around. He took and handled that so cleanly, landing every single anti-air, punishing every single mistake. To be honest, Shakespeare deserves this win because he showed us that he is truly the Street Fighter 6 champion.
I mean,
for
I'm
the
sure
Nigerian
everybody
sports.
was expecting that Chooks was going to give him a really tough time and maybe even take the tournament. The
Yes.
man had not lost at all throughout. And now
Honestly,
look at this. This is beautiful.
A very unexpected game, a very unexpected result, especially from my end. Knowing how Chooks' track record has been, we can see how the brackets have been looking. We didn't expect Chooks to at least lose this bad. Maybe he could have had
Look at that
one or
back
two
there
rounds,
getting
but
away from Lagos State. Like Abuja was managing his space masterfully. Look at that. With the back dash just getting out of range so that Lagos whips their attack and they're able to punish. Very beautiful work.
And with everything, Abuja stayed calm. He did not show any signs of anxiety. He did not show uncertainty. It looked as if he was ready to accomplish and take over the match from the onset. It's quite
This was
unfortunate.
just beautiful. Like the space management from Abuja was beautiful. Being able to visually
Yes.
estimate to the pixel exactly where you am I in range for him to hit me? Yes, I am. Let me backdash right now. He's about to press.
Even the tiniest
timing.
openings for anti-air, he took them and he punished
Yes.
it. It was amazing. Honestly, I would say Shakespeare was fully prepared. He spent his time in Abeokuta studying and preparing for this matchup for sure against
I mean,
Lagos.
you mentioned earlier that in the audience were some of the players studying their possible future
Yes.
opponents. I'm sure when Shakespeare lost
to
to
Chooks.
Chooks,
Lagos State Chooks, yes.
it was like Lagos is not going to beat me anymore. Abuja was determined to have their revenge.
It seems
And
as
did
if
they have it?
He cracks the code when it comes to Chooks. He was the only one that fully understands his playstyle, even with several other characters, and he was able to tame him and take the win.
I mean, in fighting games, sometimes you counter pick. You go and pick a character that has certain moves
Yes.
that could beat the other person's character. And since Lagos State knew that Abuja could not change characters, they actually took advantage of that. In fact, Lagos used everything in their arsenal. They
Yes,
came
they
in
did.
with a good strategy, which was to stay in the winner's bracket and have that good chance with the extra cushion of having 2 chances to be able to lose.
But unfortunately,
They also came in with a myriad of characters they could use to counter pick.
Yes.
He used Mai, he used M. Bison,
JP.
he used JP.
he emptied out his roster. He emptied out his mains pretty much. JP that you said he used in the beginning of the season, of the Street Fighter season, he brought this character back just so they can have a chance to maybe tame Shakespeare's anti-end, tame or punish anything, but
But none of it worked. Like,
unfortunately, none
congratulations
of it
once
worked.
again to Abuja. You played a very impressive, electrifying game.
Yes,
Not
he
to
did.
mention inspiring, considering Abuja had lost 3-0 to Lagos in the winners' final,
Mm-hmm.
and then coming back to the grand finals for Abuja to now win
so ironic.
6 straight
Isn't it ironic?
games.
The person that took him to the losers brackets is the person he beat to win the grand finals.
I mean, yes, yes. This is beautiful, and it's part of what we're looking at to see. I'm so happy that this maiden edition of Esports in the National Sports Festival has given us such high levels of gameplay
Yes, it
right
has.
here in Abeokuta of Ogun State,
Of Ogun
right here in
State.
Nigeria. This is beautiful.
Yes.
It's the 22nd edition. And in esports, as we've said, it's all about bringing people together. It's about the championships. We're going to see EAFC 25 coming up next on your screen very soon. But right now, we just say once again, congratulations. We hope you continue to enjoy the broadcast coming straight out of Abuja. It's been fantastic
It's been
casting with
amazing.
you.
It has been amazing. I've had so much fun, watching everybody, seeing how the coaches are interacting with the players, even seeing the players themselves, how you can sense the fear sometimes. You can sense them second guessing certain plays
Yes,
and even just
yes.
panicking. It was great, the intensity, the excitement in the crowd. I loved it and I'm enjoying myself at the Nigerian Sports Festival.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, esports is the digital evolution of sports, and we're seeing the same kind of electricity, if not more, and excitement in the people. The build up to the explosion.
Yes.
It takes skill, strategy, training, and it draws a massive audience worldwide. We hope we've been able to carry you along, give you information, and keep you excited as the game goes on. I remain Carlos Cupalo on your casting, and I'll be giving up for the EAFC 25 casters to take over from us. I've been here with Audacity. It's been
Audacity.
fantastic once again. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. So, all right, now this is, you're looking at the screen, the brackets as the tournament went on and where it all started. You can see right there where Chuk started from, Lagos playing Ogun State first before getting to the grand finals. And you can see where Abuja started from as well in Shakespeare. Shakespeare representing Abuja, starting from round 2 there, going up against Anambra first. Anambra was represented by Ria Apprentice at that time using E-Honda. And Shakespeare eventually got knocked down, as you can see in the winner final section. Lagos actually took Abuja out, and Abuja was down but not out, went to the losers bracket, beat Ogun State 3-1 to make their way back to the grand finals, where they now faced off against Lagos again, and they now won that to take the tournament 6 straight games, resetting the brackets
Yes.
to now win.
Congratulations once again to Abuja Shakespeare, and we want to say a big congrats to everybody who did try, the other people, even if they didn't win, they tried their best.
And big shout out to the organizing team as well. It's been a well-run machine out here.
Yes,
So once again, we're going to be handing over to the casters for EAFC 25, and they'll be taking you through those games. But before that starts, we're going to take a short break and come back to you very quickly. So just a 2-minute intercession, and then we'll come back in. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the kind of energy that you saw here that you're going to see in EAFC as well.
Yes,
The casters
they are.
are going to take you through that. It was a pleasure casting for all of you, and an honor being here for the maiden edition, and we hope you all had fun. Thank you
Yes.
once again, and we'll see you next time.
We'll be right back.